You have got to understand first who your customer is, but second, who's already got an influence with your customer that is doing business with your ideal customer. Go make friends with them, because now you just turned a one-to-one to a one-to-many. One-to-one is you to the customer. One-to-many is you to a referral partner that has multiple of your customers, because now you are building an army of salespeople out there for you, of marketers out there for you that are not even on your payroll.
America's backbone was built on blue-collar business grit, grind, and muscle. This is where you stop working for the business, and the business starts working for you.
Blue-collar millionaires, what marketing should you focus on? This is probably the ultimate question of every business owner. This is the question that evades everyone. They don't know. They're scared of losing their money. And Kevin, I think this is definitely the number one question, because it comes in the form of, I need more leads. Absolutely. Inside of our group. So how would you answer that question? What marketing should someone focus on?
The first one I'll say is free stuff. Let's get a win real quick. What can you do that costs you no money that you could literally close a deal today?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a few ways. One, go knock on doors. Number two, if you have a current client, text that client, ask them how everything went, ask them if they need any other services, even suggest some things you might think they need. If you did the vents, ask them about their dryer vent cleaning.
Yeah.
If that conversation's going well, say, hey, do you know anyone else with a property like yours? I think that I could help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's another one for free?
You can email, you can cold call. Like, the whole point is you need instant conversation.
Call property managers, call 10 of them.
Yeah.
Get going, it costs you nothing. You literally could just do what I did, knock on doors for 90 minutes, text people for 90 minutes, call people for 90 minutes. That's not even lunchtime. I know I got a job somewhere.
Absolutely. You've got to at least, you got to quote bare minimum.
You got to quote for sure.
Somebody said, yeah, come check it out and give me a price. So I think you need to get clear on who your dream customer is, though, because otherwise you're going to feel overwhelmed and you're going to be like, who do I call? Who do I talk to? Who do I door knock? Who do I email? And a lot of people don't even understand who their dream customer is. They think everybody's their customer, and everybody's not their customer. For instance, you can go into a rural community where the average household income is $40,000 in a rural community in Mississippi or Alabama. And if you're a lawn care service, they're going to have their own lawnmower.
Yep.
And they're not going to pay you to come mow their lawn, regardless of how nice your mower is, or even if theirs is broke down. They're going to be in their shop with it up on a couple of blocks trying to fix their mower because they can't afford your lawn service. That is not your customer. Your customer is the one that has allergies and has the money to hire someone else. Doesn't want to spend their time mowing the lawn because they'd rather spend it out in the ball field with their kids, watching their kids play ball, or going out on the weekends to do things with their significant other. So identify who your ideal customer is, whether it's on the consumer side or the business side. There are people that value what you have to offer as a service. And then there's others that don't value it at the same value because it is not high as in importance on their list.
Yeah. Figure out who your customers are. I'll be a quick story. I had a lot of guys working for me. Most of them probably lived in middle class or below, right? And they would say, hey, can I do gutters on weekends? Can I grab your van? My cousin wants me to do it or something. And I would always encourage them, go get more houses, go knock on some doors. And a lot of them, they would tell me later, yeah, man, people cancel on me. This guy owes me $180. Just, I don't know if I want to do it. They would do that. And then I had one guy, Kevin. He lived with his parents. He was paying for his college. They lived in a really nice area. All the houses were like $1 million.
Yeah.
He didn't know anything but to just ask them.
Right.
I never heard him talking about anything. He was getting like 3 times as much as other people, and he was getting paid. Like, so I used to tell them, go to areas like he lives in. Don't go over here. They don't have the money. Those people are going to go do it themselves, or they're late on thing, or they're going to call you because a bill came up the day before. That person living in $1 million home, they want to get that done on Saturday. $250, do it.
They're probably embarrassed to be on a lawnmower themselves mowing their yard because none of the other neighbors do it.
And then once you know who your thing is, are there tons of them? The answer is yes. I don't want something where there's only 4 in one town.
Yeah.
If my customers are only dentists, okay, well, then I got to go into a lot of towns. But if it's $1 million homeowners, go to towns that have,
That's it.
there's tons of things. If you like apartment complexes and condo associations, there's tons of them. If you like this type of building with flat roofs for commercial roofing, there's a ton of them. Go to cities.
Well, here's even what I like. So, for instance, if you go into my market is not going to produce if I targeted apartment complexes doing the gutter cleaning like your model is. We'll take your model for a second. If I targeted gutter cleaning on apartment complexes just in my small market of 80,000 population in the county, I don't have enough apartment buildings to make a multi-million-dollar business. So I have to get more creative like you did. And I have to figure out how can I go in multiple markets in multiple states to be able to do that, since my market can't produce what I want it to produce so that I can get the revenue that I want to make. And that's where the brains and the wheels, but you've identified, here's my avatar. Then the next obstacle was, how do I get in touch with more of that avatar, more of that customer base? I think the other thing is we forget and we step over a great leverage point, which is who else is doing business with our customer. This is that affiliate model.
Yeah.
This is that referral program. You have got to understand first who your customer is, but second, who's already got an influence with your customer that is doing business with your ideal customer. Go make friends with them, because now you just turned a one-to-one to a one-to-many. One-to-one is you to the customer. One-to-many is you to a referral partner that has multiple of your customers, because now you are building an army of salespeople out there for you, of marketers out there for you that are not even on your payroll.
100%. I mean, that's a great thing that I missed for decades, like partnering with other people who already have the same customers as yours. People don't do it. We just talked about doing it for Blue Collar Millionaire.
Yeah, we sure do.
We have customers. These people want those customers. We like them. Let's connect them.
And this is why we do the podcast, because we are prime examples.
Yeah.
We know the stuff, but sometimes you just don't apply it inside of your current situation. Like we've done it in our own service-based businesses, and now in our coaching business, we're like, oh, it's the same thing. Why are we not doing this? But it's a no-brainer.
Well, one thing we talk about is in our service-based business, we would never not say to ourselves, don't be salesy.
Yeah.
Don't try to sell. Don't try to sell this value in this product you have.
That's true.
But we do it in here.
That's true.
Like I'm all, hey, I have this. You need this service. I know you need it. You're my top 100 customer. Let me connect. And I'm letting them know I can do that for you.
I talked to my team last Friday, and I was telling them about our services at my cleaning and restoration business. And I said, look, you got to have conviction like a newborn Christian. A newborn Christian is trying to save everybody that they meet, because they're so convicted, and that's the way you're supposed to live your life, and everything is just like walk this narrow straight line. I said, if you're convicted like that on your services that you provide, then you will not leave one person unspoken to, and you will sit there and have that conversation, and you can suck at sales, but your conviction will sell it. Because when you're passionate about something, it's contagious and people are drawn into it. But you got to believe it yourself first. If you don't believe that you've got the goods, then you're not going to be able to sell it. And it's going to be a struggle no matter how well you wordsmith the situation. But conviction, passion sells like crazy. So identify who the customer is that truly, truly needs your service, that you know they need more time with their kids. That's why they shouldn't be pressure washing their home, cleaning their gutters, mowing the lawn, cleaning the house, remodeling the bath or the kitchen, whatever it is, trying to tinker and DIY the HVAC system because it's not cooling the way it should be cooling, so they're on YouTube. You know that they need that extra time with their family, or they need that extra time at their work so that they can increase their skill set and their revenue that they're bringing to their house. You know that you've got a customer that already has that influence and that they need you as a partner, because now they're adding better customer service to their current customers by referring you to them because you provide a good quality service. When I heard that statement, someone else say it, and I was like, man, that is so true. We need to be fully convicted in what we offer, because we don't even have to worry about our sales techniques at that point.
No, you got to be passionate about it. I've never tried to sell anything that I didn't believe in. It's never going to work. I mean, luckily I was always selling my own stuff, but I did actually apply for a job when I was like 16, and it was like one of these selling these knives and scissors.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
So get clear on who your customer is. Find out the person that's already selling to your customer because they know they have your customer base. So link arms with them, pay them incentive fee to be able to refer you, and you can do it back and forth. It can go both ways with most of those affiliate partners. And then get quick wins. You mentioned cold outreach, door knocking, email, text message marketing. The second thing that you should focus on was building your affiliate marketing referral partners, and incentivizing them, because I'm telling you, that is how I've been able to build my on-demand disaster cleanup businesses, through affiliate partners. And it's a gold mine that most people don't think about it. It can be used in every single industry. And then if you don't have a digital footprint, free Google My Business page. Get on the Google, search Google My Business page. They walk you through the steps. It's super simple. It'll take you less than 30 minutes to do. You upload a picture of your service truck, of yourself, of your team, of your building, whatever the case is, and then go get some reviews.
That's another way to get a free win, get it on the same day, social media. We built the 175,000 as of this taping. 175,000 people. So you tell them you can't go get 10.
Right.
To be interested. You write a very good, interesting post. Don't write some crappy post. Take your time with it. If you need to use a little chat GPT to help you, go ahead, but be authentic and talk about yourself. Put some photos about your painting business, show a job, let people know what you're doing. You could do that. You will get comments on it. In the beginning, you might not. If you do it consistently and you put good content, what happens?
You're gonna get
more likes, more comments. This is how it goes. You got to be consistent. And then I would take that same thing. I might go into painting groups if I really needed work and let people know, hey, I'm in Mississippi. I'm looking to do subs. We do great work. We have a W-9 workers' comp. And then I might show a little bit of my work. Just doing that, you are going to get people to message you and comment you off that. It's free. You do those 4 things day one, but don't do them just once. Do them every day.
Everybody that's listening to this that has too big of an ego because they've been in business for 5 years, if you need to fill your schedule, then what the hell are you doing? There's no excuse. You're not too good to sit there and post in Facebook Marketplace and in the neighborhood associations your work, and to post your work on your personal page as well as your business page, and to put your business link inside of your personal profile on your social media, and to pick the phone up and to do the cold call. Like, stop thinking that it's an easy button, because it's not always the easy button. Sometimes the economy's great, and then it isn't a roller coaster. You have to have your correction to have a healthy economy.
I want to say something that might be kind of rough to some people, but a lot of people are saying, I've talked to them, I see the message, they say, man, I was killing it from 2021, 22, 23 started slowing down, 24. I got news for you. You really are this version. You just caught a wave. It's something I had to tell myself in 2003, 4, or 5. I made a bunch of money on real estate. 2006, then it took this dive. And a lot of people I know who lost money, they were like, man, real estate stuff. And I remember sitting there thinking, I'm really the 2007 version and the guy before the wave.
Yeah.
And I wasn't making all that much on real estate. This wave just hit. And a lot of guys hit the wave in real estate lately, or, a few years ago, and the economy. The truth is, that's what my mentor always says, when the hard times is when, that's who you really are. A lot of people just catch waves and they go out. The people that now you find out who you really are. And who you really are needs to put all the things you just said. Get the ego out, and you're going to have some slow weeks. Don't think you're this big dog.
Yeah.
You caught a little bit of a wave.
Yeah.
Now you can look at it, and if you're smart, you can say, all right, how do I not let this happen next time? Because I'll hit another wave and go ride it. That wave's going to come down again, and the next time, because that's what happened the last 2 times. After 2008, when it came down, I'm always ready for it.
You'd already
been there, done that.
You proved to yourself that you can make it through the lean times.
I'm watching all these guys, and they swear like it's the economy, it's Bidenomics, it's all this. No, it's you. This is how you roll.
So I was listening to Piranha Marketing by Joe Polish, and he was talking about when he was a struggling carpet cleaner, and his friend had invited him out to go jet ski with this multi-million-dollar real estate investor. And he said he got in a conversation about what he should do that would allow him to make more money because he was in a struggling industry. And he said, is there anybody else in your industry that's making good money? And he said, yeah, they've been established for a long time. And he started throwing all these excuses out while they were making good money, but he wasn't. And he said, all of those excuses are going to be the same excuses you have when you go on the other side of the fence where the grass seems to be greener.
Yep.
Because if you can't make it in this, but someone else can, then that shows a deficiency in yourself. And you'll have that same deficiency when you go into the next market in the next industry. And I thought, such true words.
I just listened to that as well. That's why we were both talking about it. But that one hit me home because it's the truth. I've seen so many guys have that. They say, hey, I'm thinking of doing this because it's too saturated in my market. You're going to have the same problems. That's why when people say, hey, is there any money in this? I wrote that post. Is there any money in gutter cleaning? Well, I know a guy who made millions.
Yeah.
And then I know broke guys that I had to literally evict from my properties who had it. It's the jockey. Focus on how to do it. It is. Are some industries have better models and everything? Of course. You should study them. But if you suck at carpet cleaning, chances are you're going to landscape and have all the same problems. And the guy who killed it in carpet cleaning, he goes into landscaping, he kills it. It's the same stuff.
Once you get past the technical learning curve and that easy, there's always this level of, I remember my first 2 and 3 years of business, because I was aggressive and I was making a lot of conversations with people, but didn't have anything, really no like technique and marketing outside of talking to people and networking. I was seeing double and almost triple growth each year. But then once I get to a certain point, it was very hard to hit that type of growth. And that's when I realized I've got to understand marketing more. Like marketing, there's more than just going and knocking on the door and going to networking events. I need better ways, more efficient, that produce a larger amount of results, those type of techniques in marketing. But I looked at myself and I said, this jockey needs help. This is why I got coaches. This is why I've still got coaches that I pay, because I understand it's only going to do as good as the jockey. And I got to know how to steer the horse's mouth. Otherwise, and it's very tough. It's very tough to not be able to use excuses.
But it's good once you do it. And then when you overcome it, now you're a different guy.
Yeah, man. You're a beast. You're a beast. So
I got to do it. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. What are we going to talk about next time?
I'm going to talk about resources that help you scale.
Love it.